Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Professor Sistrunk, and I'm reaching out to the student body. Okay, my Linux geniuses, I'm reaching out to you because I know this is going to be the first week where you actually have to upload your files into the assignment section. So I thought I'd just do a quick review of it so everybody will be on the same page and make sure that they give me the correct material. As you can see, I'm in chapter 6, 1.1. I already sent out chapter 5, so I'm gonna go ahead and do chapter 6, but I'm doing this particular chapter. Now, as you can see, this is a small section. It just covers 1, then 2, then we drop down here to 3. So it's not that much. And you can see the screen over here where you have your Linux portal. So let's go ahead and jump into this. So this section is about getting help, the help thing. So I'm not going to read through all of it because it's basically showing you help. I'm going to go ahead and click next. Now, the thing is this, I want to cover as much material as I possibly can to get me a screenshot. So I don't need this by itself. I need something of every time that I put over here. So if I click next, it's just material that you have to read. In this task, you will explore the help. Linux operating system provides multiple ways to get help. Okay, so I'm just gonna click next. And if you notice, as I click next, this here changes. Just let me know that you went over it. Now, here's date here. It says here, pretty much telling you how to actually put a command in here. That's it. Just how to put a command in there. And they use the date. So there it is. Okay, now I want to keep that and I want to move to next. So now we go to the man, which is the manual of Linux. This is where the manual where you'll go in here and learn everything about Linux. We call it the man. So if I do this, type in man and date, you see we just jump into where you can learn about the command. So let's talk about this just for a brief second. So it has the name of the command right here, and it tells you what will happen. What's the definition of that command? Then it gives you the syntax and tells you how to use that command multiple times. And then it gives you a deep description of that command. Also down here, you can see the actual way you can get out of it by hitting quit or just type the Q and that'll take you out of it. But if you wanted to go down more, you can hit enter and you can see more information about how to use the date command. So that's pretty much it when it comes to that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and click next. I'm gonna pull this down. And as I pull this down, it gives you the definition of the man command, pages that you can read about Linux. So if a person was able to print this out, they would have the total commands for Linux, and they could just study that and learn Linux. Of course, you'll have to do a little bit more than that, but it gives you ways to do it in a short way by less, and so on and forth. It gives you these shortcut keys. Now, I'm not going to cover the shortcut keys, but it gives you those shortcut keys. It's going to ask you to type a few of them in, but it gives you those shortcut keys. So I'm going to go ahead and click next. Now, it shows you if you hit quit, what will happen, hit H. So if I come here and hit H, it's just going to basically take me to another page and you see it just changed my screen. So I'm getting these things here. Now, the problem with this is this. I need to see every time you put a command in there. So by it doing that, it took away the commands. So I'm gonna go back to the beginning, and this is what I want you to recognize. I'm gonna hit quit over here. I need to see these commands here, right? So I would take a screenshot. because I know once I switch the screen, the professor is not going to be able to see what you put in. So up until this point, it shows me the information. But when we get to this, it takes me out of that. So I need to see this here. Even though it's not that many commands, I'm going to go ahead and get a screenshot, say new, and that gives me a screenshot of this information here. And you want to keep that. Now I'm going to go ahead and save it to my desktop. I'm going to click on save. Hopefully the save will work. And I'm just going to put a number 1 in there and make sure I'm on my desktop and save. So I got that screenshot. I can go ahead and close that now. So I have that screenshot. So that's pretty much it. Now, when I jump to the next command though, it changes. So once I type that in, go and type in the man command, I'm gonna bring that back up, and then it changes. I need a screenshot of that. So then you'll take a screenshot of that, and then you'll move to the next one, which this here wants you to just go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and quit on this because I already been through that. So I'm gonna hit the Q. As you can see, the Q is right here. I'm gonna hit the Q just to come out. And I could just type in this here, but I already did that. So we're gonna move on. And then we got file command. So that's pretty much what I wanted to show you. In the man command, it's gonna show you many different ways that you can search through here to get help when you need it. You know, so when you type this in, it shows you how to do these particular things. I just want to make sure you guys understand that I need to see this material. So as you make your changes in here, when you type it over here, I need to see this material. Now, basically, this here is just teaching you how to deal with these particular commands. So don't worry about knowing all of them. No one knows all of them to my knowledge. I could be wrong, but as you can see, I shorten that and I go to the next one. Password here, just pretty much the same stuff. Just pretty much know this. And I'm gonna be honest with you, my expectation of you knowing all this is something we learn over time. We don't actually know all of this stuff. None of us do, but we know where to go look for it. So when we have a problem with something, we just go to the man command. Just make sure I get a copy of all of this information. Try to stack as much as you possibly can on fewer slides or fewer snapshots, but just make sure I get the information. So if I type in this here, and that is. So it'll give you a lot of information. Just give me as much as you can. Don't worry. I'm gonna be able to see that you actually doing the work. You know, going through this here, just make sure you go through everything so I can see it. And what you will do then is go to the next page, upload it. So let me take it to the upload. Okay, so now we are here where we want to do an upload. And all we have to do now is go to assignments. I'm gonna go in as a student so you can see how a student would do it. I'm gonna go to assignments, and in the assignments section, we in the second week. All I have to do is click on here and then begin to upload my assignment. Like I said, I'm gonna go to the desktop. I put it on the desktop. Upload. I got all these documents in here. Good Lord. I'm going to shorten this when I actually get it. But there it is. Upload it. And then I just click add. I'm not going to click add, but you know that. If you got any suggestions or want to give me some information on something, just make sure you put it there. But like a student told me, he did all his work, but he didn't click submit. Make sure you guys click submit when you do this. Okay? Just make sure. Okay, with that being said, this is Professor Sistrunk. I'm sending this out to you today so you can have it.